Today, we're diving into a super important topic, visual communication. Now, we've all heard the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words, but in today's world, it's worth even more. Whether you're designing a presentation, creating content for social media, building a website, or even just trying to express a complex idea, using the right visuals can be an absolute game changer. Think about it, visuals have the unique ability to simplify information, convey emotions, and grab attention in ways that text alone just can't. We live in a fast-paced, digital age where people are constantly bombarded with information, and studies show that we process images much faster than words. This means that effective visual communication doesn't just complement your message, it can actually enhance it, making it more memorable and engaging. Visual communication refers to using visuals such as images, videos, and graphics to convey information and ideas. In the world of marketing and advertising, visual communication plays a crucial role in capturing the attention of potential customers and conveying brand messages effectively. In fact, research shows that people are more likely to remember information presented through visuals than through text alone. Visuals are effective in communicating messages because they have the ability to capture attention and convey emotions and complex ideas in a simple and concise way. Visuals can evoke emotions, stimulate the senses, and make a lasting impression on the viewer. In marketing and advertising, visuals are used to communicate brand messages, showcase products and services, and connect with consumers on an emotional level. Visuals can also help increase brand awareness and recognition by creating a strong visual identity for a brand. Through consistent use of visual elements such as colors, logos, and imagery, a brand can establish a unique identity that differentiates it from other competitors and helps it stand out in the minds of consumers. By leveraging the power of visuals to brands, it can effectively communicate your clients' messages, and to connect with consumers/target market on an emotional level, and create a strong visual identity that helps them get recognition in a crowded marketplace. Visual communication in marketing and advertising can take many forms, including images, videos, infographics, and animations. Each type of visual communication has its own advantages and disadvantages, and brands must carefully consider which type of visual will best communicate their message to their target audience. As for advertising, visual communication is a form of marketing communication that promotes goods and services. It can be found in many forms, including television, radio, newspapers, magazines, outdoor advertising, online ads, social media posts, and more. Videos are another popular form of visual communication, and they have become increasingly important in recent years. Videos can be used to tell a story, showcase products or services, and provide a behind-the-scenes look at a brand. However, videos require more resources to produce than images and may not be as effective at capturing attention in a fast-scrolling digital environment of transmitting message to their target audience. Images are one of the most common forms of visual communication in marketing and advertising. They can quickly capture attention, convey emotions, and showcase products or services. However, images may be less effective at communicating complex information or data. Infographics can effectively communicate complex information and data in a clear and concise way. They can be used to showcase statistics, compare products or services, and explain processes or concepts. However, infographics can be challenging to design and may not be as engaging as other types of visuals. Lastly, animation. Animations are a type of visual communication that can effectively capture attention and convey complex information or concepts. They can help in telling a story, showcase products or services, and provide a unique and engaging visual experience. However, animations require more resources to produce than images or infographics. Advertising is an effective way to reach new customers and increase sales. It is also an essential part of the economy because it helps businesses grow by informing people about their products and services. Advertisements are a good way for a company to increase awareness of its name, phone number, and/or brands. There are different approaches when it comes to advertising. Some companies like to use a mix of traditional and digital advertising. There are many bases on which advertising may be classified. It may be categorized according to media, type of products, type of appeals, and so on. There is no streamlined methodology to differentiate different kinds of advertising strategy. There are different approaches when it comes to advertising strategy. Some companies like to use a mix of traditional and digital advertising. These types are product, services, institution, and awareness. Product advertising. Basically, the objective of this type of advertising strategy is to create awareness among consumers about the qualities of the product and to build the reputation of the manufacturer's product, as well as to counteract similar products launched by the competitors. The special features are highlighted to attract prospective consumers. Service advertising. Service advertising is a strategy that centers on the business of non-physical intangible or, better said, abstract goods. This form of marketing applies to both B2B, business to business, and B2C, business to customers, services. Institutional advertising, where the objective of advertising is to project the image of a company or its services, it takes the form of institutional advertising. These advertisements are not always directed only to consumers. Instead, it may be aimed at many of the various sets of the public, shareholders, creditors, etc. It is not at all product-oriented but is designed to enhance the image of the company. Awareness advertising. The objective of social or awareness advertising strategy is to change public attitudes and behavior, as well as stimulate positive social change. The main object of such advertising is to educate consumers by providing different kinds of information. Attempts to change public opinion in an area where there is controversy and appeals. Rational, sexual, humor, fear, emotional, and scarcity. These appeals can be powerful tools in shaping public opinion, but they must be used ethically and responsibly to avoid manipulation or harm. The economic role of advertising. Advertising, simply put, is telling and selling the product. Advertising management, though, is a complex process of employing various media to sell a product or service. This process begins quite early from the marketing research and encompasses the media campaigns that help sell the product. Value of products. The advertised products are not always the best products in the market. There are some unadvertised products also present which are good enough. But advertising helps increase value for the products by showing a positive image of the product which helps convincing customers to buy it. Advertising educates consumers about the uses of the products, hence increasing its value in minds of the consumers. For example, mobile phones were first considered as necessity, but nowadays the cell phones come with number of features which makes them mode of convenience for consumers. Effect on prices. Some advertised products do cost more than unadvertised products, but the vice versa is also true. But if there is more competition in the market for those products, the prices have to come down. For example, canned juices from various brands. But some products do not advertise much, and they don't need much of it, and even their prices are high, but they are still the leaders in market as they have their brand name. For example, Apple products. Effect on consumer demand and choices. Even if the product is heavily advertised, it does not mean that the demand or say consumption rates will also increase. The product has to be different with better quality and more variety than others. For example, Kellogg's cornflakes have variety of flavors with different ranges to offer for different age groups and now also for people who want to lose weight, thus giving consumers different choices to select from. Effect on business cycle. Advertising no doubt helps in employing more number of people. It increases the payrolls of people working in this field. It helps collecting more revenues for sellers, which they use for betterment of product and services. But there are some bad effects of advertisements on business cycle that sometimes consumer may find the foreign product better than going for the national brand. This will definitely affect the production, which may in turn affect the total market value of the goods and services produced by a country's economy during a specified period of time. Social role of advertising. There are some positive and some negative aspects of advertising on the social ground. They are as follows. Deception in advertising. The relationship between the buyers and sellers is maintained if the buyers are satisfied with what they saw in advertise and what they got after buying that product. If seller shows a false or deceptive image and an exaggerated image of the product in the advertisement, then the relationship between the seller and buyers can't be healthy. These problems can be overcome if the seller keep their ads clean and displays right image of the product. The subliminal advertising. Capturing the minds of the consumers is the main intention of these ads. The ads are made in such a way that the consumers don't even realize that the ad has made an impact on their minds, and this results in buying the product which they don't even need. But all ads don't impress all consumers at all times, because majority of consumers buy products on basis of the price and needs. Effect on our value system. The advertisers use puffing tactics, endorsements from celebrities, and play emotionally, which makes ads so powerful that the consumers like helpless praise by those products. These ads make poor people buy products which they can't afford, people picking up bad habits like smoking and drinking, and buy products just because their favorite actor endorsed that product. This affects in increase the cost of whole society and loss of values of our own selves. Offensiveness. Some ads are so offensive that they are not acceptable by the buyers. For example, the ads of denim jeans showed girls wearing very less clothes and making a sex appeal. These kinds of ads are irrelevant to the actual product. It's crucial for advertisers to strike a balance between being attention-grabbing and respectful. Advertising has several positive aspects that can be highly beneficial. Development of society and growth of technologies, employment, gives choices to buyers with self-interest, welcomes healthy competition, improving standard of living, as well as giving information on social, economical, and health issues. Are some of the great positive aspects of advertising which can play a crucial role in both the business world and society at large. Advertising is the best way to communicate to the customers. Advertising helps informs the customers about the brands available in the market and the variety of products useful to them. Advertising is for everybody including kids, young and old. It is done using various media types, with different techniques and methods most suited. Let us take a look on the main objectives and its importance. Advertising includes messages that your company pays for, delivers through a mass medium and uses to persuade consumers to make a purchasing decision. The three general ad objectives are to inform, to persuade and to remind customers about the product and its benefits compared to those of competitors. To inform. Introduce the product. An informative ad is used to introduce a brand new company, product or service to the market. Before you can convince customers that you have the best option, they have to know what your product does on a basic level. To persuade. Emphasize the benefits. Persuading customers is a prominent advertising objective of companies in competitive markets. Emotional appeals are common in persuasive ads because you want to tug at the heartstrings of customers by building up their experience. To remind. Put the product front of mind. Reminder ads simply reinforce your brand message to a well-established marketplace. The general idea is to maintain top-of-mind awareness and protect against competitors coming along and stealing your customers. Basically, advertising is a highly artistic and creative way of communicating with potential customers. It's not just about presenting a product or service, it's about telling a story, creating a connection, and engaging people on a deeper level. The art of advertising lies in its ability to blend creativity with strategy, using visuals, words, and emotions to capture attention and inspire action. An excellent communication skills are essential. You need to know how to convey your message clearly, concisely, and in a way that resonates with your audience. This means understanding their needs, desires, and pain points, and addressing those in a way that feels both authentic and relevant. Over time, this approach helps you to attract the right customers, those who truly connect with your brand and believe in what you offer. By consistently delivering on your promises, you can build loyalty and create long-term relationships with your customers that may become advocates for your brand, spreading positive word of mouth and helping to grow your business organically. In advertising, it's about more than just selling, it's about creating lasting impressions, fostering emotional connections, and building a brand that people want to engage with time and time again.